Dear viewers, our topic today is the search for identity in A Doll's House. Henrik Ibsen's play A Doll's House is a landmark play in the history of modern drama, not merely for its critique of societal norms, but more importantly, for its profound exploration of personal identity. Set in a middle class Norwegian household in the 19th century, the play unravels the complexities of selfhood and the struggle for individual autonomy, especially through the character of Nora Helmer. The journey toward self-realization and the quest for identity, especially in the context of gender roles, marital dynamics, and social expectations, lies at the heart of Ibsen's drama. A Doll's House is thus not just a social critique but a psychological and existential inquiry into how individuals, particularly women, come to recognize and assert their true selves in a world that imposes rigid roles upon them. At the beginning of the play, Nora appears to be the quintessential housewife, cheerful, obedient, and wholly devoted to her husband Helmer. She plays the role of the doll in the doll's house, conforming to the expectations of a patriarchal society. Her identity seems to be defined by her relationship to her husband and children. She is often infantilized by Helmer, who refers to her with diminutives such as Little Skylark and My Squirrel. These pet names reflect Helmer's patronizing, paternalistic attitude toward Nora, reducing her to an object, cribbed, cabined, and confined within the domestic sphere. However, as the play progresses, cracks begin to appear in this carefully constructed image. Nora's decision to secretly borrow money to save Helmer's life, an act of agency and sacrifice, stands in stark contrast to the passive role expected of her. This single action, kept hidden from Helmer, is the seed of Nora's awakening. The very secrecy of her deed, though motivated by love and duty, forces her into a position where she must live a double life, outwardly submissive, inwardly burdened. This tension marks the beginning of Nora's journey towards a more authentic identity. The theme of identity becomes more pronounced when Nora is blackmailed by Krogstad, the man from whom she borrowed the money. Krogstad's threat to expose her secret unsettles the domestic ardor and brings Nora's inner conflict to the forefront. While she initially clings to the hope that Helmer will protect her, she gradually begins to realize that she had been harboring a dangerous illusion, one that stands in the way of her self-fulfillment and independence. Helmer's eventual reaction to the revelation confirms her fears. Instead of appreciating the selfless intent behind her actions, he is more concerned with his own reputation and the scandal it might bring. His refusal to stand by her when it matters most shatters Nora's illusions and exposes the self-deception at the heart of her marriage. The turning point of the play and its most iconic moment is Nora's decision to leave her husband and children in pursuit of self-discovery. In the final act, she declares, "I believe that I am first and foremost a human being, like you, or anyway that I must try to become one." This declaration marks a radical shift in her understanding of identity. No longer content to be defined by her roles as wife and mother, Nora sets out to discover her true self beyond the social expectations that have long confined her. Her decision is not an abandonment of duty, as it was often misread in Ibsen's time, but an assertion of her right to selfhood. She realizes that she cannot fully fulfill her moral obligations either as a mother or member of society without first fulfilling and educating herself. Nora's exit from the Helmer household, symbolized by the closing door, is not merely a rejection of Helmer but of a false identity imposed by society. In this sense, A Doll's House is a precursor to existentialist and feminist literature that would fully bloom in the 20th century, as it exemplifies the essential struggle of the individual to find meaning in a society nurtured on gender discrimination. Thank you very much.